Installing gCADPlus in the Mac is quite simple when you have CrossOver running. I come down here, here's CrossOver running, I can click it and we can say configure install software, and I can just type gCADPlus here. The script that's provided by CrossOver gets picked up, it selects an installer, a bottle, we just say install and finish and say install. You can then not quite go and make a coffee, but it'll happen quite quickly. We accept all of the defaults and pretty soon we'll be asked to run the gCADPlus install application. There are some fonts being installed at the moment. And now we run the gCADPlus wizard. Just again, except I'm in the habit of taking off that desktop shortcut. So gCADPlus is now being installed in what's known as a bottle. Again, I like to take that little button off and just finish it all, because the script that runs will tidy everything up and say, now we are done. And you'll notice that a new so-called bottle has formed and gCADPlus is in it. You just double click it and that will initialize, and we can run in demo mode for the moment. So you can do some quite, I'll tick this, you can do some quite major testing. For me, the real advantage of the Mac is a lovely screen that's quite large. This is a 21.5-inch screen, and we can run the default or any of these other funky design. This is a template, so you can just start experimenting. In this case, you create the drawing on the left and it will appear in the window on the right, and we just grab symbols and place them down, right click and copy. So do install gCADPlus if you have a copy of CrossOver. It runs really well. Well, things are slightly more complex when you want to install the metric version of gCADPlus. The previous version with this script was the Imperial version of gCADPlus. Working pretty much the same way, just say install the software and we'll type in gCADPlus, but we'll say metric. Now, we don't have a script for it, but we just select this, and this time we have to say we're going to select the installer. So I've downloaded it and I've popped it in my desktop. There it is, and we're going to use that installer. So there's just a subtle difference. I've chosen a Windows 7 bottle. We say install and finish, and away the install process goes. It doesn't copy those extra fonts across, but that's not necessary. So this is actually a little quicker than the script that CrossOver themselves wrote for us. Again, just take off those little, and now we're done. So gCADPlus metric, to run it, exactly the same. Double click it, and this time we have the metric version. I better go into demo mode, stretch the screen, and we are able to run the templates, and there's a different set of templates this time. So I hope that helps if you're trying to install gCADPlus on a Mac using CrossOver.